It is time for a big deal. Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Ellis and we are talking about pesky bugs and insects. What's your solution? Is it candles? Are you spraying pesticides? Are you lighting different torches? This is a way to get rid of those pesky insects without having to worry about pesticides or chemicals. This is DynaTrap. Over 10 years, DynaTrap has been trusted to get rid of those pesky insects, and we don't have to worry about the chemicals, the sprays, or the candles. It is simply using light, warmth, and carbon dioxide to actually mimic what we as humans breathe out, and that is what attracts those bugs and those insects. All you need to do is plug this in and set it in your yard, and you are done. I have one in my yard, and so far I've had lovely evenings outside without having to worry about those bugs coming to start attacking me. This is the DynaTrap, either the half-acre or the 1-acre DynaTrap. You are getting an easy empty bin, so I know it's not always the best thing to think about how do we dispose of the bugs. It is easy. It's a one-press system. You don't have to worry about touching anything. And you get beautiful color choices. Today you're saving either $25 or $31 off of the big deal price, but I want you to look at that comparable retail value, because out at retail, if you were to shop for the half-acre, you should be looking at $99.99. The big deal price is under $60. And if you're looking at that full acre, you should be paying $149.95, but today you're under $90. So think about that. Mosquito season here in Pennsylvania runs from April to October. So that's 7 months or more of mosquitoes and of bugs. Now, for under 60 or under 90, I don't have to worry about the bug sprays and the chemicals. Let me take you through the color choices that we have available for you, 2 of which are exclusive to us here at QVC. This is your beautiful granite option, and that is going to be exclusive to us here at QVC. In the center, here is your slate blue option. Again, exclusive to us here at QVC. It is the most limited in the slate blue. And then here's your forest green option. And you do have all of these choices available in that half-acre or that full acre. I also want you to pay attention to that easy payment, because $12 a month or $18 a month, I feel like in 1 month you're spending more than that on candles and on the pesticides. So $12 or $18 for the next 5 months, and then you have this not only for this season, but for your future seasons to come, to not have to worry about those pesky bugs. Sean Pickford is joining us. He is a absolute DynaTrap expert and someone whose friends and neighbors sort of ask, hey, why don't I have any bugs when I come to your house? And Sean, the answer is DynaTrap.
Yeah, that's exactly it, because DynaTrap effectively attracts and captures 13 flying pests that would normally drive you in your house. So, as you said, it works by plugging it in. You'll see the beautiful purplish blue light that comes on. Well, that light attracts and captures flying insects, whether it's the mosquito, the wasp, the hornet, the moth, stink bugs, and we'll show you all of them in a second. But here's how it works. There's that UV LED light. It lasts for up to 2¼ years of continuous use. It attracts insects day and night. And what makes it special is definitely that carbon dioxide that it gives off. So it attracts and captures mosquitoes and 12 other flying pests. It's very effective at doing that. When those bugs get close enough to the DynaTrap, they get sucked down into the trap where they expire. This new feature, about 3 years ago, is awesome. The one-touch easy emptying system. You never have to touch a bug. Most people don't want to be near them, let alone touch them to clean out the trap. And here's bugs we're talking about. Again, we said the mosquito, the fly, the wasp, hornets, moth, and stink bugs, but also biting midges and no-see-ums, Japanese beetles, gnats, blowflies, drain flies, and the musket that you're seeing here. So all these guys bite, all these guys annoy you, all these guys can ruin just a beautiful night outside or an evening picnic.
Right.
Get yourself a DynaTrap.
Get yourself a DynaTrap. Honestly, Sean, I have one in my yard and I place it out there and it looks like a beautiful lantern at night, because look at that gorgeous design. It is not something that looks industrial. It looks like, especially with that beautiful purple light that comes on in the evening, it is so gorgeously designed, and there's a few different ways to hang it. We'll tell you about all of them. And here's what Sean was talking about, that one touch. I simply press right here and that base drops, and that is when I don't have to worry about anything else. I just press right here and all of the bugs are going to be disposed of with a one-touch system. So I know it's not the best thing to think about, oh, what am I going to do once the bugs are in there? But with one press, you are going to be absolutely good to go. Sean, I know we're not in the throes of the mosquito season just yet here in Pennsylvania, but I've been out multiple nights since the kind of warmer weather has been starting, and I have not noticed the bugs, the mosquitoes, since I have had my DynaTrap. And you know what's funny? I also, last night, I looked across, and I think my neighbor has a DynaTrap too, because I noticed that beautiful purple light, and I said, they must have a DynaTrap. And that must be also helping, right? Because they're helping in their yard, I'm helping in my yard. So we're keeping those mosquitoes and those flying insects away.
That's the whole idea here. You are attracting them to the DynaTrap so they can't make more bugs. That's basically the bottom line here. So the more you catch in the beginning of the season, the less you will have later in the season. We're really targeting the mosquito because it is the #1 worldwide pest, and that's why this was developed. So that beautiful light in there warms a plate underneath that's coated with titanium dioxide. That titanium dioxide, when warmed, gives off carbon dioxide. It's the same thing you and I breathe every time we take a breath. The mosquito can smell our breath from 300 feet away.
Wow.
One mosquito can be responsible for up to 600 mosquitoes in her 30-day life cycle. So that's why we developed this. So you didn't have to go outside, put on all the creams, burn those funky candles, all right, and have a more effective way to enjoy being outside. I live in New Jersey. I'm right on the beach. All right, we have things called no-see-ums. Trust me, you don't see them. You feel them when they bite you. I can sit outside all the time and people walk by. I'm like, aren't you getting eaten by the no-see-ums? And I always say, see that little purple light there in my front yard? That's my DynaTrap. That's taking care of them for me. So these are really effective. We had them third-party independently tested. So we know these work. And let's face it, we've sold over 2 million here at QVC alone in the last 10 years. You don't sell 2 million, let alone 2 dozen of anything if it doesn't work.
It's so, so true. It's actually 2.2 million at this point, DynaTrap sold here at QVC, and that number keeps climbing, Sean, especially as we're thinking about how much money we do spend on the pesticides and the chemicals and the candles and the torches, and they don't always work effectively. DynaTrap is effective. I don't have to worry what I'm breathing in, what my family is breathing in, what's going on my garden, flowers and plants, because DynaTrap just works from that light, that warmth, and that carbon dioxide. I want to let everyone know the options, and then Sean, I'm going to ask you which of us should go with the half acre and which should go with the full acre, because we do have both options for you. I have the half acre at home. It's been working beautifully, but Sean's going to give us some options and some ideas of when you might want to go up to the full acre. Even if you have less than an acre, there's a few different options to think about. But the half acre is under $60. This beautiful color is going to be your granite option. And we do also have that available in the full acre. The full acre, you're looking at under $90. Should be out at retail under 100, just under 100 for just the half acre. So pretty amazing that this half acre should be $99.99, and you get even the full acre for less than that, because the full acre should be $149.95 out at retail. It's $89.98 today on this big deal price. Then we have for you the slate blue. And we also do have the forest green. You're seeing it comes with a beautiful chain that can help you to hang. You also do have just that wonderful loop that it's going to come with. So I have mine placed on a shepherd's hook, very easy. And you have your ways to kind of keep this wherever you need it to be. This is pretty cool. So we're going to talk about half acre versus acre. But Sean, while this information is on the screen there, if we could just leave this up and let Sean talk to this, can you talk about this University of Nebraska study?
Yeah, we partnered with the University of Nebraska and we asked them to study this for us. Basically, put these out, see how many bugs we could catch in a period of time. So you see the top one there. In 6 days, 2,942 flying insects. In 7 days on the half acre one, 2,543. We counted every single one of the bugs in there because we wanted to know for sure how many that we caught. And like I said, we do a whole lot of testing on this. It's not just us hoping it works or guessing it works. I wouldn't be able to tell you that it does. So we do all kinds of testing. We continue to upgrade things. I mean, this newer, unique design, before in the 1 acre size, it was the size of a fire hydrant. all right, 5 years ago.
Wow.
They were really big. But technology's allowed us to bring the size down while catching more bugs. So technology is a great thing to have. You asked earlier about, okay, what about sizes? All right. So I know some of you are skeptical and say, well, does this really work? I'm not sure. And you're going to start off with the half acre. That's awesome. Get it home, try it. You got 30 days. When you see the bugs in there, you'll realize it's really working. For those of you with smaller pieces of property, I only have 1/3 of an acre where I live right now. All right. But I have 2 DynaTraps. I have the half acre out front because I have a smaller piece of property. And I have the 1 acre in the back because I know what mosquitoes are like and how, they are the #1 worldwide pest. I want to catch as many as I can. So I have the one out front on a shepherd's hook. I have the one out back. Basically, I have a little hanger screwed into my air conditioning loft.
Ah, okay.
So, and I have it right there. You want them 2 to 6 feet off the ground because that's the fly zone. That's where the bugs spend their time. They do come with a 6-foot cord, but if it doesn't reach your outlet, plug it into an outdoor extension cord.
Great.
Leave it plugged in 24/7 because it costs less than 2 cents a day to operate.
Yeah, say that again for us, Sean, because I think that's what we start thinking about. We think, well, what am I going to have to pay in my increased electricity? But tell us again, it's less than 2 cents?
Less than 2 cents a day to operate, whether it's the 1 acre or the half acre. So you spent more on those candles that didn't work and more on those torches and that cream and sprays that you put on that just drive the bugs away and they came back tomorrow.
Right.
Our whole deal is we're bringing them to the DynaTrap so they don't come back tomorrow.
Exactly. And you notice that we saw in that graphic earlier that LED light is going to last for over 2 years of continuous use. Now that doesn't mean that after that 2+ years that you're going to have to replace the whole unit. Sean, it just means we get another LED light. Is that right?
Yeah, we made it so it's really easy, and we made it even easier so when they do need replacing, it's a universal light. There's a little button on here. This flips up. I usually turn it off. You're going to pop this out, put the new one in. So you said 7 months here is about what we're getting. So we don't need to worry about this for another 3-4 years if we get this today in the Pennsylvania area, because once the temperature is below 50 degrees, the bugs aren't going to be around. But for people in warmer climates, you get 27 continuous months of use, meaning that you can plug it in today and you won't have to worry about it till 2 years plus from now. And yes, we do carry the extra LEDs on QVC.com.
It's really so amazing. So if you're somewhere that is a colder climate in the winters, you're going to get 3-4 years potentially out of this before you even have to change the bulb. For all the rest of us who are in warmer climates and are going to be using this 24/7, you're going to get 26 continuous months of use before you have to switch out that LED bulb. And then it's just a purchase of the bulb. It's not a purchase of the full DynaTrap.
Correct.
So think about that when you're thinking about how much money we do spend on all of these pest control items. This is all we're going to need. Use that easy payment because for the next 5 months, I would for sure, if I could say every night I'm going to go sit outside and eat dinner outside, or I'm going to go sit outside and watch a sunset and have a glass of wine, not a bottle of wine, a glass of wine. Hopefully not a full bottle, unless I'm sharing it, if I'm sharing it with lots of friends. If I could say, yes, every time I do that, is it worth $12 a month to not have to worry about the pests and the insects? I'd say yes. Is it worth $18 for the full acre? I'd say yes. And then think about the fact that that's just for the next 5 months. These you're going to have for 26 months of continuous use, and then beyond that when you just replace the LED bulb. So that comes even lower and lower and lower when it comes to be your price per month. It really does start to save you money because you no longer are going to have to worry as much about, you won't have to worry at all about those candles and the torches and the pesticides. So a really great option. We have this for you in the half acre or the full acre. Either way, you're under $90. Your easy pay is $18 or $12. We have it for you in this beautiful granite. In the center is slate blue. So it's a really beautiful sort of gray with a blue tinge to it. And then that forest green option is available as well. The granite, which is what I have at home, and that slate blue, those two are exclusive to us at QVC right now. So you can go ahead and bring those home. You can only find them here. You're saving either $25 or $31. And this DynaTrap with the TIO2 is exclusive to us at QVC as well. So you're getting the best technology at the best price we can give you, and now is the time. Mosquito season has started here in Pennsylvania. It started in April. It's going to go all the way through October. So, and where you're living, it could be even longer than that as far as what